some of your responses. So, these are very random questions. They're not about a specific, like, theme or anything. They are just very random. So, let's just get on to it. So, the first question is, are you currently watching a TV show? And if so, what is it? Okay, interesting. If you could only eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be? Okay, that's actually a good choice. I think mine would be pizza, because I feel like it's very customizable. But if I had to pick like the same pizza every single time, I think I'd pick a pizza. I do like pizzas with vegetables on them, so I guess a vegetable pizza. Okay. The next question. Have you ever been to a concert? And if so, which was your favourite concert? Or what was the best concert you've ever been to? That's a better way of wording it. Oh, I haven't actually seen them. That sounds really good though. Okay. Would you rather be hot or cold? I think this one can be up for debate. Okay. I would rather be cold because you can put layers on. Like right now in this room, it's really cold, whereas like a couple of weeks ago I was filming a video and I was saying how it's like 29 degrees in this room, and I couldn't, it was so hot, whereas right now it's like it's 16 degrees in this room. It's very cold, but I've got a jumper on, so it's fine. I've got fluffy socks on, it's fine. Outside I'll put a coat on. I can't, if I'm too hot outside, there's nothing I can do. So that's my opinion. What is your favourite video game? Okay, nice. I feel like there are a lot of people that are like really into video games, and there's a whole world that I didn't know about. Like I'd only ever heard of like the big video games, like the most popular ones, and I didn't realise that. Okay, sorry, I'm going off track. I didn't realise people would pay for a video game just to play the story, and then like that was it. So you pay like £50 for a game, and then you play through it once, and then you never play it again. I don't know. I thought that was crazy. My favourite video game would be The Sims 4, but I don't have it anymore because it completely fried my laptop. It sounded like an aeroplane was going to take off every time I turned my laptop on. So, no. What is your favourite genre of music? Nice. And do you have a favourite like band or artist? Okay, I haven't actually listened to much of their music. Do you prefer tea or coffee? like the 1950s, but I don't know if, like, I don't know, there's many pros and cons. Next question. Is it ever okay to lie? Okay. Sorry, I don't know why I'm answering like most of these questions myself. What do you think? I think it depends on the situation, but I also think that lying is really bad, so I don't know. I think it depends. Like, I'm trying to think of an example of a time that, like, I have lied. I can't think of any. I'm just such a good human being. Anyway, I'll write down your response and... Okay. Do you have a pet peeve of something that people do in public? If you don't, do you have a general pet peeve? Okay. That is actually really annoying. I don't like when people talk in the cinema, like during the film. I think I have 3. I don't like when people talk during the film. I don't like it when people just stop walking in front of you, like when you're like on like the street and you're walking behind like a group of people and they just suddenly stop because then you like walk into the back of them. And the third one, public display of affection to an extent. At work, I see too much. I don't want to see. Moving on. Okay. Are avocados overrated? Okay. What is the best compliment you have ever received? Oh, okay. Who is someone in your life that makes you laugh the most? Okay. What did teachers used to say about you on your, like, on here it says report card, or like your parents' evening, or like what was the one thing that teachers, like how would teachers describe you, I guess? Okay. I'll tell you mine. Every single teacher that that I ever spoke to always used to say that I was a pleasure to teach, but I needed to put my hand up in lessons more. Every single one. So, that's great. Okay. What is the most exciting part of your job, if you have a job? Okay. And what was your first job? My first job was technically a babysitter, or like a child sitter, but like a proper job. It was the cinema. Yeah. Okay. Do you prefer talking to people in real life or on text? Okay. And then, do you prefer text or phone calls? Because they are slightly different. I do not like phone calls. Okay. What is your dream holiday destination? Okay. That was definitely on my list. What's one skill you would love to master? I've got one. every single language. But that's never gonna happen. Okay. What's the first thing you do in the morning? Like as soon as you get out of bed? Okay. I go on my phone, but that's not a good thing. So I need to change that. What is your go-to karaoke song? Okay. What is the one item of clothing you couldn't live without? As in, like, if you, I don't know, like if you had, that's a strange question, because does it mean like you're only wearing that one piece of clothing, or does it mean like your favourite item of clothing? We'll go with that. What's your favourite item of clothing that you own? Okay, that sounds actually really cool. What was the name of the most recent book that you read? Nice. And what's your favourite book of all time? Of all time. Okay. And lastly, what is the best movie you have ever seen? That's a really difficult question. I don't even know the answer to it.